So this is about the plans to remove the executive from the desk. Top job in America. Okay, everybody, welcome back to my channel where I do political readings, celebrity readings. I also do personal readings. So if you would like a personal reading, please look in the description box below. And remember that this channel is tarot reading and it's all entertainment purposes only. This is my opinion. I pull the cards and we discuss them. Now, I forgot to pull out the camera and record, so I've already done the cross. I've done the layout already. Just trust me, I did not lay these cards out this way. This is how the cards came out. Okay, so no long shuffling and all that stuff. But what I will do is discuss the cards and then I will pull some oracle cards. Now, before we discuss these cards, I have to tell you what question did I ask of the spirit? And the question is very important. So I don't know if I've said this in other videos, but how you ask and what you ask is the key to getting a successful outcome with tarot. So you can't just ask, when will I fall in love? Will I meet the right man? Those kind of things you cannot ask of tarot. You have to ask them in a different way. So, for example, you can say, what is the energy of me meeting the perfect partner in the next 3 months? That's the kind of question you ask. You don't say, oh, when will I find love? Will I find love? Will the perfect man come from, perfect partner come from me? Those are not the questions to ask. You have to be very specific. So the question I asked today with this spread, and I also did a free form spread. That's what I call it. I just shuffle. Some of my other videos, and you've seen them where I've had like lots of cards and like odd numbers. But this time I did a specific layout that is traditional, the cross, and it is 10 cards. Plus, I do this. I turn over the deck. This is the bottom of the deck, and I add that to the reading. This is my style, so all the comments about, oh, that's not how you're supposed to do it. There are no rules in tarot. There are no rules. You can do whatever you want, whatever spirit is leading you to, and then you come to the conclusion of reading the cards and putting the story together and answering the question. Okay, got it. So here's the question that I asked before I did the spread was, what was the energy of the plan to take down, remove the executive sitting behind the desk in the White House? I'll just put it like that. Everybody know who the top executive is. Everybody knows the guy sitting behind the desk. I'm not going to name him. There's a lot of volatility, uncertainty going on because of tariffs and things being manipulated. Now, I have been reading a lot the last 2 years, but I've been specifically focusing on the election from November 2024 all the way up till now because the word is unprecedented. We are in uncharted waters. There is a constitutional crisis. Name it how you want. I don't care how you name it, but there is something going on. And I have known since November that there was a plan, or there was a plan being formulated in the works, and it really has not gelled until now because the situation with the tariff was a misstep. And I mean a misstep in the fact that it went too far. A bridge too far is the wording that Spirit gave me. It was a bridge too far. The tariff situation was a bridge too far because it was like, here's a tariff, pulled it back. Here's a pause. Here's a tariff pull. It was a push and pull for how long have we been talking about this? Maybe since the beginning of the year. So I clearly got the words, a bridge too far. So that got me thinking too, was this misstep of this last tariff push pull, was that the catalyst, the key to where I say metaphorically, you stepped your foot into the trap, the rope. And you know, in the cartoons, when you step your foot in the rope and then the rope yanks you up and you're hanging upside down from the tree. That's what imaging I'm getting. So I pull cards. Okay, so let's start with the first card. And let me move this. This is the basis of the situation. Justice reverse. Injustice. Can we all agree that this situation is not what it's supposed to be? There is no justice going on. We are tired. We are ready for this to be over. Injustice is not supposed to be this way. Crossed by the Emperor card upright. Now, we could take this several ways of the Emperor being the executive in charge, the chief guy sitting behind the desk. This could also be the oligarchs. This is a ruler. This is somebody ruling. This is also could be Putin, because we all know that he is pulling the strings behind the scenes. Okay? So it's crossed by the Emperor. Now, from the past, and this is the plan. Now remember, the question is about the energy of the plan. Has it gelled? Is it ready? Because I feel like this plan has been in the works, but they didn't know which direction to go. Like, what direction should we go into to make sure we got the bear in the trap? Because it has to be 100%. And you have to realize that our government, whenever they're pursuing a case, a legal case, they want it to be 100% ironclad before they even take it further, like investigating and all that, as far as time, money, resources, people, things like that. So this is the attitude of a government when it comes to pursuing legal action. We must get 100% conviction rate. They will not make a move until they're in that space of, is this 100%? Do we have the bear in the trap? Is a rabbit in the box? And I believe with the tariff situation that the executive in chief has stepped his foot into the rope. He's peeked under the box clamped down on him, the bear trap, whatever metaphor you want to use, it's all of those things. His foot is in the trap. Okay? So now I asked about the plan. So this was in the past. They've been seeking a way to get to the 100% ironclad. We must have an ironclad case. This is how the Justice Department works. And I'm not saying that this is the current Justice Department. I'm thinking of this as a group. And I don't know the makeup of the group. I don't know how many members in the group. I know the past presidents are there. I know that there might be some people from the legislative branch in there. There might be some people from the military branch. I don't know all the details, nor do I care. I only care that there's a plan in the works, and I've known that for a while. The plan is in the works, but it's starting to gel. I can feel it. So this is the past. They've been seeking a way forward to the 100% conviction of the executive in the White House. Okay? So that brings us to the Seven of Pentacles tied into the Hermit. They paused. There's a pause to see your harvest. What have we've been seeking? What have we gathered so far? This could be intelligence. This could be facts of the case. This could be a way forward. This is definitely a way forward. Okay. Now, what is above on the mind? Two of Wands. The plan is on their mind. They're looking at the plan. The plan is gelling. Can we do this? Is it possible? Do we have what we need? And here's what's coming in the future, the near future. Ace of Wands. This is a spark of activity. This is a new beginning, a new action, a new way forward. So look, plans going forward. We gathered intelligence. We gathered information. We were in the gathering of information stage for the plan. We took a pause, took a break, and looked at what we have. Do we have enough? Now it's like, okay, we're going to go forward with the plans. And here's the action. There's going to be an action coming forward. Look for it. Because like I said, the foot is in the trap. The foot's in the bear trap. The bear got stuck to the honey, whatever, the fly to the fly paper, whatever metaphor you want to use. All of these things are coming to me. But this is what's coming. A new beginning, a new action, a new creative action. This is like, ta-da, here's a big stick, here's an action. We're giving it to you. All systems go. This is all systems go. Now, let me push this up so you can see. This is the group. This is the collective. This is where they are now. Knight of Pentacles. Let me pull this out so you can see it. Knight of Pentacles. This is a card of slow and steady wins the race. We're going to be slow, methodical. We don't want to make any mistakes. And I just said previously that this is how the government operates when it's a legal situation, a legal case, whatever you want to call it. They like to be thorough, slow, plotting, methodical. We cannot afford any mistakes. That's what that card is. So that's what they are as a collective. Now, let me bring this out. This is the environment. As I said, there's a group. And this is Page of Cups in reverse. There's a group of people. So it's not just one person making the plan. It's a group. But there are some in the group that are not certain. Can we pull this off? They are hesitant. They are showing a little bit of emotional insecurity. Emotional insecurity of, can we do this? So there's a little bit of hesitancy. Okay, now, the next card, Hopes and Fears, Page of Wands. This ties into the Page of Cups in reverse. Page of Wands. Again, can we pull this off? Is it ready? Is it doable? Is this action the thing that we need to do? Why? Because, as I said before, we're in uncharted waters, constitutional crisis. We've never been here before. We've never had to do this kind of action or even think about the possibility that someone would come in and turn this country upside down to do all of the things that have been done since January 20th. Okay? Even though these things were said last year by so many people called it out and said, this is what's going to happen. They even had the Project 2025 playbook, and people were like, oh no, they can't do that, that's not possible, it's never been done before, blah blah blah. Well, here we are. So the hopes and fears position, can we pull this off? This is unprecedented. We've never been here before. But here's the outcome. Oops, sorry, I'm shaking the camera. The outcome, the Hierophant in reverse. This is about rules and structure, foundation, but in the reverse, it is about non-traditional, non-standard, going off road, not doing what was done, not sticking by the rules. Okay? All of this ties into, we've never been here before as a country. We've never even considered that somebody would want to do this from the inside. We always thought about hostile enemies, foreign entities from the outside. But this is internal. It is external because it is external foreign influence, pulling the strings, making this person dance, telling them what to do. But it's someone internally. It's like, we don't have to attack you guys militarily. We're going to do it from the inside. The call is coming from inside the house. Okay? We're slowly waking up to that realization. Now, here's where I go off from the beaten path. I always look at the bottom of the deck. It says 10 of Pentacles. Now, this could be what we ultimately want to happen, the goal. This is the goal. So the Hierophant needs to get us here. Unconventionality, nonconformity, doing things, breaking the rules, thinking outside the box will get us here to the 10 of Pentacles, which is about legacy. And Pentacles is about money, about health, about finances. But to me, since the last election, presidential election, whenever I see Pentacles, I go votes, resources. This is the thing we need. This action is going to get us to the goal, the thing that we want. We want to get this country back on track with legacy. We want our money to be straight, long term. Ten of Pentacles is about long term legacy of money, not today. What's going to happen with my children, my grandchildren? Is this country going to be steady financially? Is the markets going to be back to where they need to be? But you remember, the markets are always up and down. There's always volatility with the stock market. But we need to get it back. The foundation of it needs to get back to where it was. So this tells me that we're going to get there. This is long term. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do now, and like I said, I pulled these cards. I did not place them. I know we didn't see you. And I always have a thing about shuffling. All right, so now I have some oracle cards over here, and I have this oracle deck. It's called what is it called? Hold on. Let me see. It is called Moon Witch Oracle deck. Very nice. I mean, they're small. I like a larger deck, and I probably will get this again. And also, I started doing this with my crystals, tapping it 3 times to clear the energy from the last reading. So, let me do a couple of shuffles. Let me put this card out of the way. We know where that is. That's the past. Okay. So, let me know in the comments, what do you think about this reading so far? Also, give me a thumbs up. Like this video, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That will help the channel grow. That will help me reach more people. All right, so the Moon Witch. Okay, this is Celine bringing light into someone's dark sky. And remember, the question was the plans. What are the plans? What are the plans? What's happening with the plans? Are they gelling? Is there a plan? There is a plan. It is gelling. It is starting to come to bring light into somebody's dark sky. And I'm going to read a little bit from the guidebook, the book that comes with it, explain what Celine is. So Celine, bring light into somebody's sky. Celine is the Greek goddess of the moon and is known as the all-seeing eye of the night. She has control over time, and like the moon itself, she is ever-changing. She inspires love and awakens intuition. She is passionate and devoting. And let's see. So this is about bringing light into the dark night sky. So every night, Celine would pull the moon across the sky with a chariot and bring light into the dark night sky. Shine this same bright light on your life. Look closer at your relationships. Are you being loving and caring with your family? Are you connecting? Are you giving back? Are you being kind and generous? Who in your life can benefit from just a touch more of your attention? Okay, so that was from the guidebook, but I'm going to look at what's here. Bringing light in somebody's dark sky, bringing light. So this is about awareness, about the light shining finally on something that was in the dark. Ooh, that sounds like plans gelling to me. All right, so I'm going to put that to the side. And you know that I love the Earth Song Oracle. If you watch my other videos, like Tarn Ellis, I think it's Tarn Ellis. And I will pull one card from here, clear the energy, do a little shuffling. And let's see what Earth Song Oracle card is going to come up. And I hope I can get one card. If not, I'll do a 3 pile. All right, I got more than one. Okay, so well, here's Moon again, and we'll do one. Try to get one more card because I like odd numbers. I like odd numbers. So let's do the split, and then I'll pick from the bottom. Butterfly. Let's take a look at what we got here. And I need the book. So we have whale, communication, empathy, intelligence. We have moon, phases, femininity, emotion, butterfly, Transition, transformation, shifting. All right, let me look real quick at these 3 cards, and I'll do one more deck, and then we'll be done. Okay, whale is about the appearance of whales is a sign that open communication is important right now. But starting a conversation, especially about uncomfortable topics, you will find being open and honest helps you grow and deepen your relationship. Okay, so this is about communication. And again, this ties into what I was saying, that this is a group. And where's that card? The Page of Cups upside down. That there is some emotional immaturity about the plan. There might be some people who aren't so sure, and that's okay. But I feel like there are wiser people in the group, more experienced, more daring, so to speak. Okay, so let's take a look at Moon. Moon is about phases, femininity, emotion. Be fluid in your feminine energy as you face the different phases in life. And so this is about the constant changing nature of Moon and a reminder that humans too pass through phases, be fluid like the ocean, allowing Moon to guide you, drifting in and out of the tide. So this is about the Moon. So, Moon is what? There's phases of the Moon. So there's phases of a plan. So we're in a different phase of the plan. And Butterfly. Butterfly is transition, transformation, shifting. The times are changing. Emerge in all your glory. And what happens? Well, where does the butterfly come from? It is a caterpillar that spins the web and turns into the cocoon, and it transforms into something beautiful. Not that it wasn't beautiful before as a caterpillar. It transforms. It changes into something else. So the appearance of butterfly is an indicator that you are at a period of great change. The wisdom that butterfly is imparting to you is to surrender yourself to the powerful shifts you're currently experiencing. You must lose sight of your old identity in order to move to the next level, an essential step on your journey to becoming your highest self. So phases, transition, communication. So we're transitioning. Things are transitioning with our country, and they should. Now, it's not a pleasant transition. I'm pretty sure that caterpillar is not having a good time inside of there. I'm pretty sure might be a painful transition from a caterpillar to a butterfly. All right, let's take a look at Kyle Gray Ancestors, Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. It's another one of my favorites. This is a new deck, and it has been pretty accurate. Let me clear the energy, and let's get a card on this reading. So this is about the plans to remove the executive from the desk. Top job in America. I feel like the plans have been worked on for a while, and these cards show that. Again, I did not pick these cards. I just did not show me shuffling and laying them out. Next time I will. So I hope no one complains about that. But if you do, let me know. We can have a discussion. This is a place where we have discussions. So I do political readings. I do celebrity readings. I do events, not personal events, world events, whatever's happening. I've done energy readings on cities and places and things. Because energy is energy. It doesn't matter the person, place, or thing. It has energy. All right, so let's get one card. Let me do my 3 card. Put that on the bottom, flip it over. Hey, wise one, grow within your current situation. Let me get the guidebook on that. And let's see, wise one, wise. This is a great deck. Like I said, it's new to me, but there is a lot. I like a deck that has a lot of different advice or cards in it that apply to every situation. So let's see, wise one. There's no numbers. It's alphabetical. Here we go. Okay, so wise one, grow within your current situation. Here's the message. Knuckle down. Be reliable and committed. Be open to wisdom and insights from your elders. So see, this tells me that, like I said, there's the Page of Cups, which is a youthful energy, but there are some wise ones in the group, and they are leading everything. They are going, hey, we can do this. All right, so the extended message. The wisdom of the wise one is based on something that the younger generation is often lacking: commitment and reliability. When this card appears, you're being guided to continue working on your growth and expansion within your current situation. Be committed to your tasks and projects. It can be very easy to get bored or overwhelmed, but persevere. You're reminded of how it feels to be let down and experience unreliability, and that is not who you were born to be. So keep working on what you're working on, because it's going to be extremely beneficial for you in the long run. All right, so this wise one card says, hey, they're on the right track. They're on the right track. Everything is good. Everything's working out the way it's supposed to be. Now I'm going to do one more. Let's do Sacred Destiny, because I want one card. And usually this deck is good for, like, what is an outcome? Also, here's the cards I had from the last reading. That is why I like to clear the decks with this selenite. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but this is a crystal that clears the energy. Also, clear quartz does it also. I have a clear quartz there that will do it. But I will use this selenite. Selenite. How you tell me how to pronounce it. I don't do the crystals. Oh, knocked it 3 times. So that's my thing. I'm like, I clear it, but it's got to be an odd number. The number 3 always comes to me. So there you go. All right. So this is about the energy of the plan. Show me the Sacred Destiny card from this deck for the plan to remove the executive from the highest office in the land in America. And you guys know who that is. I don't need to mention his name. Let me get one card. One card. All right, let's do this cut. Bring this up. Bring that up. Flip it over, and it's called Flow. Sometimes I look at the next card, it says Focus. All right, Flow. So let's take a look at that. Flow. Where's the guidebook? Okay, here we go. Flow. This is alphabetical. Flow, flow, flow. Flow. Okay, flow. The sacred landscape wants you to know there are times to hold on tight to the shore, and there are times to enter the flow. Notice when life is going or move in that direction. Watch for signs and follow them. Don't resist. So this is about going into flow, releasing old limiting patterns, forgiving and let go of the need to be right. So this is about flow. Is the plan flowing? I believe that it is. I think the plan is flowing. Okay, one more, and then we'll end. We'll do the daily crystal, since I love my crystals. All right, put that there. Okay. I'm gonna clear the energy and the shuffle. All right. And if you would like a personal reading, please look in the description box below, and also check out my other videos on this channel. New channel, I'm just getting started, so subscribing would be helpful. Sharing this video with others, saying, hey, look, this is what's being said. There's a plan going on. If you want to do that, that would be greatly appreciated, helping this channel grow. New channels need help, guys. Comments also. Let me know if you want to, you have a suggestion for a reading. Something you want me to read the energy on. But personal readings, you'll have to look in the description box below and set that up. I do have a website for that. Okay, let's get a daily crystal inspiration card. I'm not getting anything jumping out, so let me do the split. See what's on the bottom. Golden healer quartz. Open the door. Oh my. That works very well with is there a plan? Is there a plan? Well, it says open the door. Let's see what the book says. Golden healer quartz. I'm not familiar with this. This is another reason why I have this deck. I'm learning about the crystals. So if you are experiencing the crystals, give me some advice or give me a comment. Let me know what you think. Golden healer quartz. Open the door. Take it easy. You're ready to begin the process towards some form of healing. Think about an aspect of your life that is calling for your attention. Unlock the door in your subconscious mind so you can remember and overcome any experiences or feelings you may have blocked out. So the affirmation with each card. So it says, I begin my healing journey. Today, choose one area of your life that could use an extra dose of healing. So here we go. Can you think of an area in our country and in what we need that needs healing? Yeah. So this is what I'm thinking, that the plan is gelling, the plan is coming together. As I said before, look for a new action from this group. And again, it won't be like, ta-da, here's this group of people. Things will just happen. And they may hand off to, say, Congress, somebody in Congress. This might be, I know Jack Smith is a part of the information gathering, intelligence gathering, even though he does not work for the government anymore, the United States government. He's over in The Hague. He is a thorough kind of person. So if he left something unfinished, you best to believe, that he wants to complete it. Only because he's a thorough person. Even though he's, in The Hague, he might be like, hey, here's some this, here's some that, here's some advice, here's what you need to do. So don't be surprised if you see Jack Smith pop up or his name pops up in all of this planning. And again, you may not know who it is. We might not ever see this group of people, but they are working slow and steadily, methodically. They don't want any mistakes. They want 100% conviction. They want to put an end to this 100%. Why? 10 of Pentacles. We got to get the country back, the legacy back, the things back. Our reputation is in tatters. Our allies don't like us anymore. There is so much animosity. There's so much, why did you let this go? There's so much confusion and uncertainty. We need to get back to this. Prosperity, legacy, everybody benefits. We can bring people up that need help. The money must flow. This is about money flowing, legacy flowing, and everything getting back on track. All right. So thank you for watching this video. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you. It helps the channel grow. Give it a thumbs up, please. That also helps a new channel grow. I know you want to be generous and help me out. Also, if you want a personal reading or you want more information, look in the description box below. There will be links to everything, even to my previous videos on this channel. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.